Every time you open your mouth to speak English, you kind of have the power to split reality into alternate timelines.
I mean, that sounds completely like science fiction, but honestly, it is so true.
Right. Well, today we're giving you the cheat codes to the grammar multiverse. We are jumping into a deep dive on Unit 7 of the Get Involved Grade 10 textbook to, decode the first, second, and third conditionals.
Oh, and the word unless, of course. We can't forget that one.
Exactly. The mission here is simple. We want you to walk into your English exam knowing exactly how to manipulate time and reality.
It really is a multiverse, We use these specific grammatical structures to signal to the listener exactly which universe we are operating in.
Like whether we're talking about a highly probable outcome or
a pure fantasy. Or even an alternate past that can literally never happen.
Okay, let's unpack this by starting in the most realistic universe, right? The first conditional.
Right, so this is for present or future situations that have a genuine chance of happening.
Imagine you are staring at your screen late at night. The rule here is a simple cause and effect, like if you reduce your screen time, you'll be happier.
Yeah, it's basically a weather forecast for your life.
A weather forecast, I love that.
Yeah.
You can also use unless as a shortcut for if not, right? Like, I won't log off unless you log off.
Exactly. But looking at those sentences, it brings up an essential rule for the exam, the punctuation.
Oh, right. Because if I say, unless you log off, I won't log off, I naturally pause after that first half.
And that pause is a comma. It's an essential visual cue for the grader.
But if I flip it, to I won't log off unless you log off, the pause just totally vanishes.
No comma needed. You literally just reverse engineered the exam rule. If you start your sentence with the condition, so the if or unless clause, you must put a comma before the result.
Condition first, comma.
Lead with the result, and you drop the comma entirely. It's that simple.
Result first, no comma. Got it. But let's escalate things. Let's shift from a likely future into pure imagination.
Stepping into the second conditional.
Right. So imagine scrolling your feed and thinking, I would be embarrassed if my parents saw my posts.
A very relatable imaginary scenario.
Definitely. But here's where I get stuck, though. Why on earth do we use a past tense word like saw to talk about an imaginary scenario that might happen in the future?
Well, the trick is realizing that the past tense in a second conditional doesn't indicate time at all. It actually signals distance.
The distance, like distance from reality.
Exactly. By throwing a past tense verb into a future scenario, you are telling the listener, hey, we are stepping away from the real world.
Oh, wow. So the past tense isn't about the past at all. It's almost like a quarantine zone for fake scenarios.
That is a brilliant way to look at it. You're putting distance between reality and the sentence.
And there's a quick exam tip here too, isn't there? When you put yourself in someone else's shoes, you swap out if I was for if I were.
Right, as in if I were you, I'd delete that post. It just heightens that overall sense of unreality.
Which brings us to the final universe, the realm of regret.
Ah, the third conditional.
Yeah. The second conditional alters the present, but the third conditional lets us alter a past that is already completely finished.
Right. Say the worst happens. If I hadn't dropped my phone, it wouldn't have broken.
So to talk about the normal past, you use regular past tense.
But to talk about a fake past, you have to go one step further back into the past perfect. You pair had with a past participle, those heavy, finished verbs like broken or dropped.
And the grammar forces you to do a mirror reflection of reality, doesn't it?
It does, because you are imagining the exact opposite of what actually happened. The verbs flip.
Ah, I see the mechanics now. If reality was a positive action, like I dropped it, the alternate reality has to be negative.
Right. If I hadn't dropped it, it's a complete mirror image.
Okay, here's a practical question for the listening and speaking parts of the exam, though. This structure is famously long.
It really is a mouthful.
Can students just use the contraction apostrophe for both would and had to save time?
Yes, absolutely. Contracting both words to just apostrophe-like, they'd have gone with you if you'd asked them, is perfectly natural.
It flows so much better.
It does. In fact, it's how native speakers actually talk, and showing you can use those contractions fluidly will definitely score you points.
So to ace this Unit 7 exam, you just need to remember your universe. Watch your comma placement for likely futures.
Use the past tense to create distance for your imaginary scenarios.
And remember to mirror flip your positives and negatives when you're dealing with past regrets.
You've got it. And, as you practice these structures, it's really worth thinking about the bigger picture.
What do you mean?
Well, since conditionals give us the grammatical tools to articulate every alternate reality, every fantasy, and every regret, it kind of makes you wonder.
Wonder what?
How much of human communication is actually spent talking about things that aren't even real?
Oh, well. It is a little mind-bending to realize we spend half our lives living in the multiverse.
We really do.
Well, good luck on the exam, everyone, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.